J9 linked me a blindfolded Alatreon run that was recommended to him on YouTube. My initial reaction to the run was to be very impressed. That sounded like an insane achievement. Upon watching it multiple times, however, both of us became suspicious as to its authenticity. We decided to dig deeper into this and review the entire Twitch VOD for these blindfolded Alatreon runs. I found some occurrences in these runs that were very suspect. Here are some clips I have taken as examples.
Mine's waiting for you with his eyes closed. I believe I disconnected. When you hit the jet DCS, nice shot. No wait, you disconnected.
I see the problem. I hear no hunting horn.
Yeah, I wonder why. I think you disconnected because I saw you.
Did I disconnect?
Yeah, you disconnected because I saw you.
This is the only time you can break. This is the only time you can break.
Big fired.
These are just a few highlights I've taken. The whole run in general is suspicious, and there are many moments where I questioned why she was able to execute certain punishes. I've consulted several other runners and players who are very experienced in fighting Alatreon, and we have reached consensus that her responses to Alatreon's actions are abnormal for someone who should only have audio cues. What is hardest to believe is how accurately she tracks Alatreon's position and centers the camera without using lock-on. It's also strange how quickly she can locate it when it's flying. But how slow she responds to the elite hopping.
Good job containing Alatreon's power.
Blindfold runs require hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of specific practice. This is because you simply cannot rely on your muscle memory from non-vision impaired runs to carry over to an audio-only scenario.
Alright!
To quote a well-known analysis of a cheated blindfold Mario 64 run,
he mainly claims to be using a combination of sound cues and muscle memory for most of his strats. Most speedrunners know, however, that visual cues in particular are just as important as muscle memory in many cases. It's very unrealistic to assume that anyone could just casually do a blindfolded run off of visual muscle memory alone, no matter how long that person has been playing.
I've tried to do stars. I can't do 1 star blindfolded. Like, even though I've played this game for years and years and years, even trying to do 1 star blindfolded is insanely difficult.
there are dozens of people with over 4,000 hours in this game and over 4,000 Alatreon kills. Not one of them would be able to achieve this level of gameplay with just several attempts of blindfold. What was also a major red flag for me was that she did not clearly answer my question, how many attempts did it take you to do this? Just saying that it took several attempts and that it wasn't meant to be a solo. Pulling off a blindfold run after just several attempts after having it gone off script is impossible. When she pretended that she didn't notice the hornplay disconnect until after she caught it, it was also absurd. When other people asked questions in her Discord, the response from a mod, Asriel, claimed that she had actually been practicing this on and off for a year off stream. So it wasn't just several attempts, apparently. He claims that he was the one who taught her how to play blindfolded, so I also look forward to seeing his blindfold run. The idea that having left-right audio in headphones is enough to discern Alatreon's exact angle and distance is silly. Not even a surround sound system would be sufficient to display such accuracy. Even the most skilled and specialized blindfold runners who have put thousands of hours into blindfold runs of action games rely on lock-on targeting and rarely use manual camera control. And even then, they still have great difficulty discerning distance using audio. And no, Iceborne's great sound design plus super high quality headphones is not enough to allow someone to discern direction and distance without lock-on, just from several attempts practicing blindfolded.
Dude, he was lying on the floor. He just ran super far away and I couldn't find him. Oh my god. Oh, what a choke. I should have dashed more times.
Furthermore, anyone doing blindfold runs will minimize any external sound sources that would interfere with the audio cues. This runner has follow alerts still on during her attempts. The hunting horn assistant would also be creating a lot of noise pollution, but I'll let that slide, since he was calling out what was happening while he was in the quest. Overall, I'm convinced that this run is cheated and that the runner could see through a blindfold, based on the evidence extracted from the VOD, how unnatural a blindfold gameplay is, and the fact that this is simply not achievable with limited blindfold practice. No matter how many runs you have done with full vision, blindfold runs are a whole different game. I had initially finished my draft for this video a couple days ago, but I wanted to be absolutely certain that I had come to the right conclusion. I had asked around with enough Monster Hunter speedrunners, but I really wanted the opinion of a specialist blindfold speedrunner, so I contacted Bubzia. This guy has run dozens of games with a blindfold on and is a moderator of the blindfolded speedrunning community. Soon after I asked, he pretty much confirmed that there was no way somebody could move with such precision. Here is what he said analyzing the run on stream.
But yeah, the first thing I noticed definitely lots of camera movement with the mouse, which is instantly a red flag, usually. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's not jump to conclusions here. So she is facing away from the dragon, and the game has stereo sound, so you can hear the roars of the dragon and like kind of locate it. But this was a very, very quick adjustment. And this is the funny part. The micro adjustment to the head, dude. The micro adjustment to the head. Like here, okay, she faces the general direction of the dragon. But as I said, Greatsword relies on headshots, right? On charged headshots. Like, why would you not go straight and just hit the dragon? But like, this tiny camera movement straight to the head, dude. Okay, that is a bit sus, dude. And then also, you don't know exactly how far away the dragon is, right? How do you perfectly gauge the distance to hit the head with a dash, like running attack, you know? And then charge attack as well. And then charge attack, doing a little readjust there as well. Okay. But yeah, what's mostly outstanding is the camera movement for me. I've done multiple blindfolded games that also like would require mouse movement, but we always, every single time we tried to figure out something else because mouse is just so unreliable. But yeah, look at the camera movement as well. Like, she keeps basically being centered on the dragon constantly. The dragon is always on the cam. There's no like off cam anything. Like, she keeps following the dragon. And you cannot, I 100% don't believe you can track it so fast with sound. You can look in the general direction, but you won't be able to keep it centered so precisely. It does look very sus, dude. Like, communication error occurred, comes up, and the mouse is like, zoop. Okay, I mean, dude, there was no reason audio cue that would prompt her to move her camera a few degrees down and left. To anyone who thinks she was just pressing dodge to close the dialogues, she presses twice way too fast to actually register 2 dodges. I'm certain that she was surprised by the disconnect prompt and forgot for a second that she was playing blind. It definitely needs more than just you go in with casual knowledge and do it. That's definitely not possible. No matter how experienced you are with the fight, you can have a billion kills probably, and it would still require own specific blindfolded strats. Let's conclude this here. Long story short, for me, the headshots and especially the camera movement is too sus. The camera movement with mouse was way too precise.
As an additional update, I've joined the streamer's Discord and seen a coordinated campaign they've organized to get recognition for this blindfold run by promoting it on Asmongold's subreddit. He later watched it on stream and commended it. I think this sort of behavior is disgraceful. A Capcom creator using a cheated run for shameless self-promotion. I have nothing but respect for the dedication and passion of the blindfolded speedrun community, and this fraudulent imitation quite frankly disgusts me.